This is New York City this morning, and this is the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. I can't get over this. The haze and the smoke fueled by hundreds of wildfires in Canada, many that are still burning out of control. And take a look at these pictures. These are from yesterday, where you can see an eerie orange haze over parts of the Northeast, including right here in New York City, where health officials recommended that people wear masks again. And to give you a sense of just how fast the smoke rolled over Manhattan yesterday, this image shows a relatively thin layer of smog. This
America, and we'll
8:00 in the morning. So take this in. And this is the same area just 3 hours later, when it was nearly impossible to see the skyline. I thought, is there an orange filter on your screen? No, there is not. This is how bad it was. If you look at these images side by side, you can see how much the conditions changed in just a few hours. Lilia Luciano joins us now. She's near the Brooklyn Bridge. Lilia, I was hoping you'd be wearing that mask this morning. So I'm glad you're following the rules. Good to see you. Good morning. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Gail. Well, I'm going to tell you about this neighborhood because I live here. I love this walk under the Brooklyn Bridge. My favorite thing is when you walk around the corner here, you see the Statue of Liberty. It's quite shocking on any day. She's usually clear. Today, she's getting quite a bit of privacy. Things are not good in the air even now. I'm going to tell you the AQI I just checked is above 220. That means that it's very hazardous. Right now you do see this skyline. Yesterday you couldn't. Very hazardous means it affects everybody, not just people with pre-existing conditions. Yesterday, of course, was far worse. To give you an idea, the AQI tops at 500. But yesterday officials here said it reached 484. That's the air quality index, which registered New York as the worst air quality of any major city in the world.
A heavy layer of smoke covered New York City in a dark orange glow Wednesday. More than a dozen states faced air quality alerts, with the haze obscuring the Statue of Liberty as well as downtown Philadelphia and historic landmarks in the nation's capital.
All New Yorkers should limit outdoor activity to the greatest extent possible.
In New York, Mayor Eric Adams said the air quality was at its worst since the 1960s. On Broadway, the conditions prompted two musicals to cancel their shows. The New York Liberty postponed its WNBA game, and the Yankees rescheduled their matchup with the Chicago White Sox, turning away some fans at the stadium.
Definitely for the air quality, it should be the right decision.
It all comes after an unusually early and intense start to Canada's wildfire season. More than 400 wildfires are burning across the country, over half of them still out of control. Nearly 9.4 million acres have burned in 2023. That's roughly 15 times the average, according to Canada's Minister of Emergency Preparedness.
This is perhaps the worst year that we have experienced with wildfires as long as we've been keeping records.
This is a visceral reminder of the climate crisis that's in front of us.
Vijay LeMay is a senior scientist with the National Resources Defense Council. He warned that as climate change makes the weather more extreme, the public health risks grow. In this case, he pointed to elevated levels of PM 2.5, toxic microscopic particles.
Okay, I'll say it. We're all thinking it. This is Canadian terrorism, and someone needs to address the crimes, okay? And also, Herschel Walker was vindicated. If I recall correctly, Herschel motherfucking Walker literally said, bad air is going to come from China. Yeah, that's right. Remember when he said that? Remember China is sending bad air to America? I remember. Turns out China is sending bad air to America by way of Canada. That's it. It's time. It's time to invade Canada. It's actually time. I think we need to do it. And we need to take over. You motherfuckers have been taking advantage of socialized medicine for far too long. And we need to take that away from you. You need to privatize it.
Particles that are carried by the wildfire smoke.
We have never seen over the past 2 decades PM 2.5 levels like they are in New York City. We have national limits on the type of air pollution that is legally allowable. We're seeing air quality levels that are 3 to 5 times higher than that national limit.
And at greatest risk are young children, the elderly, people with pre-existing conditions, but everybody should wear a mask. Vlad.
Fox News has been straight up fucking saying that, like, if you wear a mask during the wildfires, you're gay. If you think I'm joking, well, I'm not, okay? I'm not even remotely kidding. Where the fuck is it? Wait, I thought I clipped it here. Well, here is Greg Kelly of Newsmax praising the smoke coming from the Canadian wildfires.
The orange smog here in New York City. Have you heard about it? Many cities on the East Coast primarily have this big blanket of orange smog right over the top of it. Our woke friends to the north in Canada, their forest fires got out of hand, and, well, this is what we're dealing with. It's complicating some people's lives, but it's manageable. I'll tell you, it actually smells like wood smoke. It's not an unpleasant odor, to be honest. It's kind of weird when it seeps into the building, but outdoors, I can deal with it. Folks with respiratory issues, though, that's a real thing, a real complication. The White House is trying to exploit this, saying it's all because of global warming and the normal talking points that go with that. I don't think that's the case. I think it's a forest fire. This actually has happened a couple of times before in history, and for the time being, we can live with it, but it is pretty. It actually is pretty. It's a beautiful, interesting aura the city has right now.
Dude, they're so sick. They're such freaks, dude. Wait, is this the Laura Ingraham clip? Yes, this is the one. Dude. Okay. Listen. There's more. Okay? But wait, there's more. So one, they said it's like ridiculous. They said it's ridiculous to say that like climate change is responsible for the wildfire season being the way it is. That could never happen. Then they said you're fucking insane.
And while Americans choke on the smoke, the far left smells an opportunity. AOC thinks this is a great time to push her Green New Deal. She says that we must, quote, adapt our food systems, energy grids, infrastructure, and healthcare to prepare for what's to come. Other Democrats are pumping up climate hysteria and bringing back, you guessed it, mask insanity.
I wear my mask in solidarity. Climate change is not a hoax. We're not only seeing the haze from the
Bro, you're in Capitol Hill. Like, god damn it. That is fucking cringe, dude. That is cringe. Democrats really need to, like, not do this, okay? Oh, I wear my mask in solidarity. Like, you're a fucking idiot. You're no different than the dumbasses who are like, oh, you're wearing a face diaper. Like, why? Just be normal. Be like, no, you should wear a mask in New York right now. It's, like, fucked up, okay? You don't want to breathe in particulates. God damn it, Democrats. Fuck. Anyway, let's get back to how insane Janine Pirro is,
these
though.
fires. We're also feeling it in our very own lungs.
The work to protect our climate is far from over, and we're dangerously behind.
It's only getting worse, but this is why the president has made climate change a priority. This is why he's taken the aggressive actions that he's taken, historic actions.
So she showed that and said they're pumping up climate hysteria and bringing back mask insanity. But this one takes the cake. I got to tell you, fucking breathing in a shitload of smoke to own the libs is so fire. And I don't mean that as a double entendre. I mean, like, literally, it's fucking awesome. Why is this not loading?
The air is ugly, it's unpleasant to breathe, and for a lot of people, they get anxiety over it. But the reality is there's no health risk. Okay, there's EPA research. They've done lots of clinical research on asthmatics, on elderly asthmatics, on children, on elderly with heart disease. Not a cough or a wheeze from any of them. We have this kind of air in India and China all the time. No public health emergency.
Speaking of,
he's literally wrong. Like, there are studies conducted but in India, China, and in America that absolutely say the exact opposite of what this fucking guy is saying. What is going on right now? I just, like, when I saw this at first, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, what? What is he saying right now? And he's like, He's not wrong. He's lying. Yeah, he's just saying. They found a guy that is saying the exact opposite of the truth. Like it's insane. It's actually insane to look at the truth, the objective truth, and just so straightforwardly say the exact opposite of it.
No, do you notice, like, in all the coverage of, Bill Ware, the tailpipes, all this stuff, they never, ever mention the fact at the top that China is the #1 polluter in the world. Never.
Yeah, this is like clean air in China. I mean,
what? He said New York City right now is clean air in China. What?
it's really bad. They in the winter, they never turn on their scrubbers for the air pollution because they don't care. Weir has no idea what he's talking about. This doesn't kill anybody. This doesn't make anybody cough. This is not a health event. This has got nothing to do with climate. First off, this is wildfire smoke. This is natural. This is not because of climate change. It's not because of a fossil fuel.
Dude, what the fuck? He said it's natural. It's a wildfire smoke. It's natural. It's good, actually. Like, carbon monoxide poisoning is not real. A lot of people keep saying this, but I turn my car on in the garage all the time. And then I turn on a cassette player full of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, and I just sit there and think. Okay, do I get a little wheezy at first? Do I get a little sleepy sometimes? Sure, certainly, but that's not a big deal. It's like, it's a long day. It's organic. Carbon monoxide is organic. Okay?
Internal combustion engines. He just has no idea what he's talking about.
All day, by the way, it seemed like the media figures that we've become accustomed to seeing on television during these crises, they seemed like they were back in their element and kind of almost enjoying the moment of wearing masks again, didn't they? They seemed to have a little pep in their step with those masks. Now, they talked about the dangers of something called particulate.
Wait. It's so bad. They're so dumb, dude. Why are they like this? Oh. It's awesome. It's like there's no mandate. Like, it's just a suggestion, okay? They're basically just saying, like, hey, don't inhale the fucking smoke. Like, it's not good for you. And like, they're just like, anything that scientists say is gay, okay? Don't do it. Just fucking oh my God. Inhaling toxic particulates and carcinogens to own the fucking libs, dude. Oh. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I like, this is awesome. Guys, smoking is good for you, okay? It's natural. Tobacco in the wild. All the other stuff they put in it, it's just extra flavor.
Matter from the smoke. Here's CNN earlier.
Consider wearing a mask, and that is because of the particulate matter in the air. This is among the tiniest, most dangerous kind of pollutants, and it's the kind of thing found in this wildfire smoke. These particles are so small they can get into the lungs when you breathe them in, get into the bloodstream, and cause all kinds of health issues.
Steve, we're back at the masks. Ramin Asqui is watching from heaven, by the way. Ramin, I know you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is all particulate matter, but particulate matter was not a concern until EPA invented it as one in the 1990s, and they've been riding it, the Obama administration, now the Biden administration.
Well, what is it? Is it a health concern?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is he? Why is he saying this so convincingly? No, like, why? EPA's in the pocket of big particulate matter. Folks, the EPA invented particulate matter. Scientists invent everything. I just like, I don't even understand. Okay, listen. I don't understand who this is for. Okay? Like, at this point, they're just doing it for the love of the game, it seems like. Because there's no one out there that's like, oh, dude, you have to wear a mask, like, or you'll die. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's like pretty reflexive. Like, it's like an animal that doesn't piss or shit where it eats. You know what I mean? It's like instinctively we see smoke in the air and like our lizard brains go, oh, that's not good, I think. I should probably shield myself from that. You know what I mean? And this guy is like, nah, actually, that's wrong. You should literally go out and try to vacuum as much. You should go and inhale a tree that is on fire. And it's but I don't even know who they're fighting against. Like, they're just, is he practicing doing misinformation for the love of it? These are questions I have. I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, who's saying this that you have to counter it? Even if it's to be like reflexively reactionary, who are you reacting to? What is the message here? Are you just literally lying just for the sake of lying? Are you doing practice so that you can like get ready for the big game when there's like another fucking pandemic or something? Like, what's happening here? Are you training your audience? This dude was a lobbyist for big tobacco, says secondhand smoke isn't dangerous. Malloy has used the term junk science in a public debate, which he defines as faulty scientific data and analysis used to advance special and often hidden agendas. Malloy has opposed legitimate research linking secondhand tobacco smoke to cancer, falsely claiming that the vast majority of studies reported no statistical association. Bro, are you the devil? No, like, for real. Who's writing for cancer, dude? Oh, he was a fucking Fox News contributor, but also he's linked to the tobacco industry. He wanted to abolish the position of the U.S. Surgeon General. Oh, I love cranks, dude. They're so sick. He co-wrote an article which called for the abolition of the position of the United States Surgeon General. We have not had a Surgeon General for 3 years. Has anyone noticed? Is anyone's health at risk? Malloy's campaign against the ban on non-public health uses of DDT in the United States in favor of wider use of DDT against malaria, which he claims could be largely eliminated if DDT were used more aggressively. He has been particularly critical of Rachel Carlson. Critics have argued that the clock holds Carson responsible for more deaths than malaria has caused in total. A charge that a footnote at the bottom of the malaria clock webpage seems to acknowledge, stating, note that some of these cases would have occurred irrespective of DDT use. Note also that, while enormously influential, the U.S. did not immediately terminate global DDT use, and the developing world malaria mortality increased over time rather than instantly leaping to the estimated value of 2.7 million deaths per year. In 2006, following a press release by the WHO, which, by the way, again, the woke health organization, recommending more extensive use of indoor residual spraying with DDT and other pesticides, Malloy wrote, it's a relief that the World Health Organization has finally come to its senses. In 2007, the World Health Organization clarified its position, saying it is very much concerned with health consequences from the use of DDT and reaffirmed its commitment to phasing out the use of DDT. Oh my God, he has a 9/11 take. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Asbestos in the World Trade Center. Oh my God, did he say that it's not real? Oh my God. Malloy wrote that the World Trade Center towers might have stood longer, preventing many casualties, had the use of asbestos fire-resistant lagging not been discontinued during the tower's construction. He's pro-asbestos. Bro, this motherfucker is there. Anytime a chemical Anytime a toxic substance has been banned, he's right there advocating for it. Yo, he's literally the devil, dude. Bro, at first I thought, oh, he's just a regular, EPA lobbyist, anti-EPA lobbyist. And then I realized he's not a lobbyist for tobacco companies. He's not a lobbyist for asbestos. He's a lobbyist for cancer. He's in the pocket of big cancer. He's literally pro-cancer. He's like, dude, it's fucking sick. I just love death. I love death. I love destruction. I want more people to die due to toxic pollutants. Okay? There's no way he's pro-leaded gasoline. Okay, he hasn't said that. Food safety. Responding to the criticism of the safety of the food product corn by the Center Science in the Public Interest, Malloy accused that CSPI of having an undisclosed relationship with corn's main competitor, Gardenburger. Writing for FoxNews.com, Malloy said that CSPI appears to have an unsavory relationship with corn competitor Gardenburger and called the CSPI's complaints unscrupulous streaking, noting comments in CSPI newsletters like, remember the saturated fat in the E. coli bacteria that could be hiding inside a hamburger? You can keep the taste, but forget the worries with Gardenburger. What the fuck is corn? Some vegan shit? He's pro-lead pipes? What the fuck? No child is being poisoned by lead pipes. He's pro-lead in pipes? Dude, what the fuck? Yo, I love him. Okay, this guy is a legend. He needs to be cherished. And of course he found himself on the Laura Ingraham show. Because why the fuck not?
Particulate matter is very fine soot.
Well, you don't want to be breathing that in all day.
Just carbon particles.
Even Laura's like, you don't want to be breathing that all day. Come on.
They're innocuous. Okay, by them, they're innocuous. There's nothing in them. They have no effect. The EPA has all this testing.
He is so consistently every type of cancer.
On real live human beings, it shows no effect. This is total junk science.
He's like, nuclear waste isn't even that dangerous. I've eaten some. I'm perfectly fine. Why do we even need reactors to cool down? Actually, it's perfectly fine. He's literally the horseman of pestilence. Oh my God, what a fucking freak, dude. Anyway, just wanted to show you what the conservatives are saying and how normal they're behaving about, just wildfires. And instead of looking at the sky being fucking bright orange and thinking, man, even a medieval peasant would probably look at that and go, this seems wrong. Okay? Like, I feel like people that believe that women who sink are witches, or women who don't sink when fucking strapped to a rock are witches, would have still looked at the sky and gone, well, that's a bad omen. They would have probably said, hey, why is the sky orange? This seems bad. This guy looks at that and goes, no, that's actually really good. You're so wrong. You should breathe it in.